It's in the game.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 55. Hey, they're scared.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. In the face.
Go.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Defense wins championships, baby.
Snap.
To throw is Osweiler. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Crawl.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And the Colts first down.
Switch out.
Switch out, switch out.
Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Wahoo!
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, get the late one. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
5.
Osweiler going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hey, Orbit.
55's my guy, 55.
Lee Griffin.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler completes this to Waring. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5'9". Let's get the ball.
Yep.
Let flow, let flow, let flow.
Right on.
Now it's Osweiler. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you're playing a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Smith!
58's the money. 58's the money.
Let's go.
Throwing, Osweiler. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Go, go, go.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. We ain't giving up nothing.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Crunch. 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 Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Bravo.
All day, defense. All day. All day. Check. 50.
From the 30 on second down, Osweiler. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Check 43.
Call.
11 feet.
Here's Love. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check out. 622.
They'll run on first down. It's time, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Close.
Here's Love. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Todd. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Let's get it.
The 25-yard line.
Ready up.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Osweiler, this one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Five.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 55.
Go, go.
So don't say nothing. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now it's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the 50, it's Luck. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Hey, echo.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike 51, Mike 51. Ricky. 12. 51, Mike.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Osweiler. Going deep for Hopkins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Push him back.
Now it's Osweiler. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
62. 65. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Love. Got an open man. It's Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, Colts.
Right, 40. What we got?
They run. This is Scarborough. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
From the gun, here's Love. And he's going to have to eat this one is down he goes. J.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, Wahoo!
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike.
Now!
In your face. 58's to Mike. 58's to Mike.
Go!
Throwing on second down. Osweiler airing one out for Crowder. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Come on. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. You ain't here for this.
To throw is Love. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Luck now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Luck. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's get there. 12. 51, Mike, 58.
Orbit!
Throwing is Love. Campbell making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
Ride 40! It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
third down. It's Todd, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready, break.
58, 58, Mike. Come on.
Hey, Charlie.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm here all day. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Smoke. Look at me. Zipper.
Pick it up.
58. Get it.
From the 38, Osweiler. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch it, yeah. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Just throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You're not
Topper.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Check pass. Check pass.
Bravo.
58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Here we go.
Shoot.
Again, Osweiler. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Hey, Delta.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. Completes this to Waring. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Osweiler now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Hey, 58's the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Yo. Yo. Check 3. Action.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 26-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I'm coming.
Hey, Haywood.
55's Mike, guys. 55. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Let's go.
Here's Osweiler to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Check, 59. Watch the pass. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You can't block me. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. The catch made by Hopkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip. It inside the 5-yard line.
Complete to DeAndre Hopkins. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Colts 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
You think you gonna get this?
Go.
You think you gonna get this? 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I want that.
Now.
Osweiler. Dancing to under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Sack, baby, sack. Eat.
A loss of 7 brings up third down and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game.
Mike.
Hey, Echo.
53, Mike. You ain't doing nothing today.
Get it.
Throwing, Osweiler. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is fourth and goal. They're going on fourth down. It's Osweiler. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Luck. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or 2 short of the crossbar. Well, I think they knew that that one was going to be a long shot, but in the end, it's looking like they're going to come up short.
And it's tough to really hang too much blame on your kicker here either. That would have been well above and beyond his range, and this will go down as a tough loss. They played well enough to win.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Greystone, travel.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Watch the out, watch the out. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Shoot.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
You ready?
Yes, Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Check 52.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 3rd down, Miller. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.